You know what it is. You know who it is.
OG Lee in the house. Once again.
Hey.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness, baby. Hey, it's OG Lee, UNDE. We back with another one, baby. Episode 14.
14.
14. I was really kind of lean. I was a little lost. I didn't know where to go with it. 14. Sí, senor. And you know, we can't
I might not always drink beer. But when I do, it's 14.
14. Hey, we might come up with something, bro. What if they did that? Just a different beer for a different kind of Hispanic number. They got
a different beer or a different Hispanic beer?
I mean, a different cerveza. Maybe uno. And they have a dos. I think that's when I can get into that.
They're gonna run out of beers. I don't think they got all those beers. They might have enough beers for a week at the most.
No, I'm saying each. You know what I'm saying? It would be they got Dos Equis. Now they can have unos. You know, they might be the same line, but they got different. I might be plugging somebody.
Yeah, they'll be taking over the beer places over here.
They got all of them.
They won't have no other shit. Just all of the Hispanic Dos Equis, Cuervos, all of that
1
shit.
through 100. Oh man, but hey, we can't just go into an episode. I gotta. How is OG Lee doing nowadays, man? It's been some time past.
I'm really hanging in there.
Hanging in?
But by a little bit more than a thread.
A little bit more than a thread?
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. Times are hard, bro.
It's gonna get better though.
Yeah. What I truly think,
gots to get better.
The weather truly helps with it. Kind of like a cyclical thing, however you say it.
And before you know it, it'll be hot, man. I wish we had like this. It's nice and springy, you know. Mm-hmm. But that shit don't last long at all. Before you know it, it's just sweltering.
2 weeks of spring, maybe.
Yeah, 2 weeks of good spring, yeah.
But in most recent culture, right, new school, you know, we keep a little sports, you know what I mean, in the cup, in the tea as we sipping it.
Yeah, and most of the time, man, we don't remember the people's names, but we could talk about the situations, you know what I'm saying? And if people don't know about it, then it's boom, it's over their head, I guess.
Yeah, we'll catch it. You'll catch it, bro. But this one, have you been watching any of the playoffs? The NBA playoffs?
I've been kind of watching some of it sporadically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not really like an enthusiast, you know what I'm saying?
Same, truthfully. Yeah. But I saw some crazy endings. Just like you, not an enthusiast. I've been kind of tapping in. I saw the Knicks ending. Jalen Brunson, I don't know if you got to catch that. Fader over AD for the game.
Man, over AD? That's the tallest nigga in the building, man.
Over Anthony Davis. And then we got another buzzer beater too. Which it'll come to me, but another spectacular finish. Ooh.
I think it was
I'm about to say, I know you got
Clippers or something, right?
No, I know Clippers and Mavs played.
Because the Mavs seemed like
it was a close game with the Mavs, but it was something even crazier. I know Luka and them had them one, but it was the Jalen Brunson stole the show, and then it was somebody.
Was it Milwaukee? Because like I said, I'll know them once they get down to the last two teams and shit.
It would come to me though. But speaking of Milwaukee, when we were making our kind of pre-playoff picks,
I chose Milwaukee.
You chose Milwaukee. They're doing all right. I chose the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
Anthony Edwards and company.
Timberwolves are up 2-0, I think.
I think they're gonna sweep them. Truthfully, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but I think they might be doing it. And I could see him really taking the whole thing. Like
who, the Timberwolves?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I always say, it's a matter of who can beat what team for, 4 games in a series.
And staying healthy too. That's the craziest part.
Yeah. That's some serious wear and tear, man. When you think about it, that's you think just a happy-go-lucky life, but they got to put in a lot of work, man. And just that thing of, especially if you ain't really came off yet, you're only as good as your last time out. That's pressure.
Ooh, big pressure.
But they get paid a lot of money, most of them anyway.
Getting paid handsomely.
Yeah. But they say it's kind of like stair step. You know what I'm saying? Of course, according to, I guess, your value to the team. Mm-hmm. So you got like I guess, such a widespread sometime in the locker room. You'd be like, damn, look over there, this motherfucker, man. God
Bruh,
damn.
like I know dinner is
He
on
making
you tonight,
motherfucking
right?
80 million or whatever the fuck it is. I'm over here, I'm making 2 million. It's like, what the hell?
We'll have practice at his house tonight. It is crazy though.
That's a good idea to give somebody, you know, a direct example of capitalism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like literally, what you're worth is, you know, how you perform. Otherwise, we'll renegotiate contracts, whatever it is, to get you out. You know.
And I'm thinking about basketball. I think like baseball or like soccer could get way crazier as far as like the discrepancies in the payout. That would be wild.
Yeah. Now, baseball and soccer, one thing that's good too is that these guys, they don't have, I mean, they put in a lot of work, but the wear and tear is not as bad.
Yeah.
You know? Other than if something like that collision happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got
that is one of the freak accidents, man. If you ever, man.
That was a crazy one. We might have to pull that clip up, bro, but that was a crazy one. Bro, would it be disrespectful to say that like a football or soccer, however you want to categorize it, and baseball require a more difficult skill set than like a basketball and a football?
If you start young, I think they'd all just kind of, you know, to master them is the same, which is doing it over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I think, you know, some of the sports like basketball, people take for granted because they go out and shoot a ball or whatever. But for these guys to do that, man, and be able to shoot it from the 3-point range all around the court, make all kinds of dipsy-do layups. I mean, these guys are good. And then most of them that go through the free throw line, they're like above 80% or something like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But the ones that aren't, bro.
Well,
what they got going?
Eventually they're gonna be gone out. Because I mean that's true capitalism. You don't sit on the team. Although I don't know, they say Giannis' brother. I don't know if he's on the. I heard he's on a team or something.
But Giannis has this been a part of his contract, bro. Like no matter.
I don't blame Giannis. Like, yo, man. Everything that happened, my brother does it.
Yeah, he's with me. For sure, my shadow. Yep.
I remember when we got busted one time. It was like that. My man and his little brother. He snitched on his brother, man. And everything along the process. He said, "And my brother such and such?" Whatever. And my brother such and such?
Make sure he got it too.
My man is watching me, so. But anyway, yeah, he know that's a funny story.
Was he ever there? Was he there with you, or
he was? Yeah, he was the one getting ratted on.
Yeah. Just making sure he was in tune with the.
He was the one getting ratted on, man. He was the one getting ratted on. But yeah, that was something, man.
Talking down. Ooh. You know we check on our folks.
Which ones, man? We check on so many.
We're not talking about our schoolies, which we always rock out with the schoolies. I'm thinking we check out our people over there in Israel.
Oh man.
Haiti, right? We always checking in.
Yeah.
But Israel in this Iran situation, what could also give a little more insight on kind of what's going on over there, or are you kind of
man, I
can
don't
we
know
be
what
informed?
This is,
Help
man.
us out.
This is whenever you talk about war, everybody always knows the ultimate is nuclear. And the question always becomes, and nobody's, is anybody ready for that? And nobody's ready for that, really. So all of these wars, man, they don't amount to much, except people losing their lives, you know? Because you look at this situation right here, Iran has got power in that region to make things, difficult for us. And when they do that, because they probably will push it to that, and they do something like, block some of the area, then that's going to make oil and gas more expensive for us, right? So who does that hurt? It hurts the person who has to drive to work and all of this kind of stuff, and it starts being inflationary. And then they'll say, because of that, the trucks coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More gas, and it keeps trickling down, and it'll start this thing, man, and just mess up. And the people in power starting the wars, they don't have a problem when shit goes up. This little old shit that we buy, you know, that ain't shit to them. So to me, it doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day, the bottom line is inflation. Prices go up, and people just suffer, man. Not to mention people coming home all gimped up and shit like that. And I mean, it makes no sense, man. And I hope we don't get involved in this shit. Keep using those other countries, but keep Americans out of it. Keep anybody out of it, but I would say that keep Americans out of it for sure. Yeah.
And it was just, you know what I'm saying? Why did Iran get involved exactly? You know, I gotta ask my naive questions. From the, you know what I'm saying? I saw talks of the Hezbollah.
The big threat to Israel in that region is Iran.
Yeah.
And so they're always dead set on Iraq will not have a good nuclear program, right? So it's just getting to that, you know what I'm saying? To where they had to now shift it. At one point you was like, oh, you're dealing with Hamas, right? With Israel.
Just a narrative.
Then all of a sudden you look at, oh, now I'm dealing with Israel and Iran. How did that happen, right? Because that's what they were getting around to anyway. And then the thing happened from Israel attacking Hamas, you know, their embassy or whatever, right? And so, I mean, I don't know. It's like a game with this shit, man.
It's like a soap opera, bro. Like, it's a new character, like WWE type shit.
But it's involving real people and real lives, which is the thing, man. And so that is something that I think they got wrong, thinking that everybody would just jump on the bandwagon and support Israel. Because I'm looking at these schools, man. I don't know. I think it's NYU, which is one of them. But they're having these Israel protests where the Jews are, you know, up in arms about that shit. They like scared to come out there. Some of them said they are apparently blocking the entrances where the Jewish students can't go to school and shit like that. So, you know, and now they're saying that type of shit is like being funded by Hamas and all of these kinds
at the schools.
Yeah, underground type activity. But yeah, it's wild, man. I hope this shit doesn't spill over and get too crazy, man. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be about absolutely about money, and raising fucking prices on people, man, killing people with that shit.
A little population control, you know what I'm saying? Forcing people out of housing and shit like that, eh? You know, when you think that this is getting drawn up, like it's obviously a money ploy. What do you think is the real bottom line they're going for? Like just profit in their pockets, or is it like the detriment of certain like people, or you know?
Well, Israel, first of all, was going for, and still is, you know, to happen probably for some more years from now, because they didn't just want to go all out. They already drove them all the way right to the border of Egypt and shit. So they gonna stop that, because then they turned on to the shift with Iran. But you look at a country like Israel, man, and what they want is the land. Like I said the last time, as these people are getting bombed, they already got lots for sale, selling lots you can only buy if you're Jewish. So that's how aggressive they're going to get the land. They want all of the land, you know. But some of these other people, who knows, man. But as they get that land, you know, they want to eliminate the threat of Iran. You know what I mean?
Potentially getting the land themselves, or
no, just being able to have a nuclear program that would have weapons that would pose a threat to them if they launched them from, say, you know, Iran. And so that's going to be like that thing where they go in and say, yo, they got these weapons of mass destruction now. We went in and they show you a vial again and shit like that. They start a big war, man. War, they say, is necessary. I don't know why, but every few years, and it's about time for them to start another war, man. It just happens, and most of the people who are in the population, they can't tell you why the Afghanistan war, why the Iraq war, this war. They don't know. The average person is just saying, we went to war for something. I'm lucky my brother or whoever didn't go and get killed or whatever.
I feel like America is kind of like, it's like drug boss, like drug lord. But they owe another boss like China or something, like they plugged in with China. And they just hit licks on other countries every 4 years to pay off these people just enough to, keep their gang going.
Man, we all like gang.
That's it.
That's
literally what I feel like happens. Like we're like,
you literally, your army is our gang.
It's like, who's got something going on? And we're like, all right, yeah, we need some oil. We need, you know what I mean? And then now we're running out with China. It's like we're getting like, I don't know if people have seen
China is gang too, though.
They're gang. That's the thing. And they trying to stop being our plug. We getting ruthless about it. Man,
China's already stopped being our plug. No, and the whole deal is going to be over Taiwan. Which, that's a long way from home, man, for us. But, man, it's got so many things going on. But we gang. We gang everywhere we go. Just like French was gang. You know what I'm saying? Think about if what other kind of gang would there be where you still got countries paying you for shit from the 19th century? They still paying you, which is Haiti, for instance, still paying the French some kind of basically a tax because they beat their ass, but to still be paying it that many years later. Imagine that shit.
Strong.
And if that's not ganging, because what's your threat? What's your threat? Just like anybody else. Look how big our military is. We'll come over there and kick ass.
But yeah, we getting desperate.
Even though they didn't do this shit the first time. But go ahead.
Our big plug, China, is like, cutting us off. And we just like, we know who's got stuff going on. We just going over there and getting what they got for what we need.
Really, I guess we got to try to see if we could hook up with somebody like India. Because China, they just basically now saying our quality of life is not so peasantry now to where we make all of this shit for, 5 cents an hour and that type shit, like we had took advantage of for so long since the 60s, basically. Yes. So India now has got that kind of population because they got 1 billion people plus, right? So we got to see what kind of workforces they have and shit like that because that's the next place to get people to start making shit for you. Cheap,
That's why we kind of use them for our telemarketer and like call center services.
Yeah, I would imagine that because for them, some of them speak decent English. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they work a lot cheaper, just like the Filipinos. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They got good English skills. Most, the ones that have English skills, and they work much cheaper than Americans. We's free. We's free.
We's free. Hey, this one
Thank
right here.
God Almighty. We's free. What that you got in your hand?
Our conversation brought
what is that?
A mind crusher.
A mind crusher.
And this one on our topic of Israel and stuff, right? Political.
That's a political one? You pulled it out? Was that at random or you just slip something on it?
I might have seen this one. I might have, but check me out.
Shit, you stacking the deck.
His bare hands is this one, right?
His bare hands?
His bare hands.
It sounds something religious, like Jesus is putting his hand on you.
Kind of on pace of what we've been going for. So we're gonna tell you what really happened to Osama bin Laden.
They're saying that?
The story you heard is a lie. What really happened is this. Barack Obama flew to Afghanistan, infiltrated bin Laden's compound, and personally killed the man with his bare hands. Wow. That's it. That's the truth. Accept it. If this truth got out during Obama's presidency, how would the Republicans have spun it?
That's a tough one, man.
Mm-hmm. Getting political, Obama, boom, busting a door of bin Laden shit. No, he didn't bust through. He kind of he busts through the door, sneaks in, and behind the door. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how he could do that, man. Everywhere Obama go, he gotta have niggas with him.
Bruh, Obama did this, bruh.
Obama
don't
didn't
dispel
do
it.
shit, man.
Don't dispel it. That's what happened. He bust through, took care of Obama Osama himself, bruh. Got on out of there.
I think that would have been a good scrap, though. Ladies and gentlemen,
Osama Obama, that
in the corner to my right, such and such, Osama. Ladies and gentlemen,
Osama,
and, hey,
the bomb.
they would have made that like when it was Muhammad Ali, a Thriller in Manila, shit like that.
Yeah.
Obama and Osama against Obama. That would have been a motherfucking fight right there.
Obama.
I think Osama. I think Osama would have took Obama, man.
Obama's winning in the press conference.
Yo, Osama's down with all that, the Muslims and all that, right? Yeah. And to get that high, you know what I'm saying? He had to be a ruthless motherfucker kicking some ass, you know what I'm saying? I think he would have got out on Obama, man.
I feel like, I don't know, Obama's kind of athletic. I seen him hoop a little bit. You know what I mean? He might have a little...
I think Osama's heart is harder than Obama's.
Come
too.
on, Osama.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Osama's like more like an eye gouger and shit, type shit.
I think, bro, but come on, Obama went in there, boom.
The Republicans they would have spent it to make it seem like it never even, that Obama never did it. They would have, made it seem like, like they did. The special forces went over there and did it or whatever it is. Whichever media you look at, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got Democratic leaning media, but the Republicans like Fox and shit like that, they would have said some shit like, there was a rescue.
Paint him as like a savage, you don't think so?
No, like I don't think they even would have wanted to know that nothing the Democrats had anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, somebody got him, man. Somebody got my man Osama. They said they found him
like in a hole or something.
Yeah, man. They chased him to a hole. My man was like, "Yo, what up, man?" He said when he came out, he was staggering and shit because he'd been in the hole so long. When he came out, the sunlight and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking with him.
I thought he got hit with like a stun grenade or something. I'm sure he did. One or two and like some shit we don't even know about. Incendiary grenade.
Now look. If he did some of the things that he said, they said he mastermind, right? You mean you just gonna let that guy get killed?
No, you know what I'm saying? They got him
or you gonna do some kind of torturing and all this type of shit to him? What you gonna do?
They got him in our Grand Canyon little off black site doing crazy shit to him, I'm sure.
You do know he's dead.
No, they got him. But he's dead. They've got him. They got Saddam Hussein. They got
same thing with Saddam Hussein. They found him. They chased him down to a sewer hole. Same thing with Gaddafi. They chased him down. They said
they got him in the Grand Canyon in like this Supermax type prison. Mm-hmm. Probably doing shit on him, testing them out.
So yeah, man, that's some crazy ass shit, man. So I don't think Obama would even be down with that shit. Obama got so much gift, boy. He'll be like, whatever you do, send somebody. I know y'all got some stunt doubles and shit like that. I am not going over there for
Michelle,
you motherfuckers.
Michelle, I'm gonna need at least 2 stunt doubles.
Cause they got stunt doubles, right? They got stunt doubles of my man right now, Biden and shit. You know.
Jim Carrey is one of them, boy. He does a pretty good Biden. Hilarious.
Yeah, so they have to have a stunt double for Biden.
How many you think they got?
Or either they got to shoot him up with a whole lot of different kind of shit.
You have to be moving around and shit.
Yeah, and to be, thinking about shit other than what's going on. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Shooting our boy Biden up. I think I got another mind crush I want to do. I don't know if I want to do a couple of episodes. We might start switching it up. I don't know. But what we're going to do right now, OG Lee, you indeed is old school, new school, bro. We're going to take us a little woosah. Let y'all do y'all's, yeah. You like, you comment, you subscribe, you heard?
How many, do we still got 30 subscribers?
We on the way.
We got to work hard on getting one more subscriber, man.
Come on, get that little
one more subscriber.
Get that little something. We're gonna have a little breakthrough. I feel like it's coming, man. I feel like it's coming. But hey, Y'all do what you need to do. Like, comment, subscribe. OG Lee, UNDE. We're going to take us a little woosah, and we be right back with you. Hey, and we're back. We're back, baby.
Oh, you was putting on a little dance
I was
move?
about to hit that. I didn't want to hit my mic, though. I was about to do the little bop.
Man, I'm one of them brothers who can't dance, man.
I know, man.
I can't carry a tune in a motherfucking bucket,
no rhythm.
man.
Oh, I wish we had the footage of OG Lee breaking it down on a cruise in front of a crowd of people.
Oh, man, that would be, that would be some footage, man, that might be worth something.
Man, gold to me.
Yo, I was put on the spot, man.
I know, and boys stepped up to the plate. I was shocked. I wish I had a camera phone at that time.
I didn't know what to. I was put on the spot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, really. My boys pop.
It looked like a pop block, huh? I thought it was my
James.
James Brown imitation. See,
Well,
so that's telling you that pop block was way before y'all ever thought it was a pop block.
My boy has the crowd going. I will say that he definitely won the thing for sure. I do remember that, right? And back then we were traveling. Put me on a cruise at I think maybe 6th grade, 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, man. I want to go on another one of them cruises, man.
You gotta do that.
I heard about that one cruise, man, where they got stranded, man, and they treated them bad, they said.
Well, on a different country, or what you mean stranded in a
No,
ocean?
man. But from a different country. That's a trip that I loved on the thing, though, because I thought I just thought cruise, whatever. I thought American, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But nothing on the cruise was American, you know what I mean? Everything that was, everything in the place, had different people. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I'm about to say.
Everything that had to do with the ship, whether you were buying something, going to dinner, playing behind a slide, wherever they worked, there was different people. They had their badges from the country they were from.
Yeah. What a career, right?
And then the ship is not even commissioned or whatever in our country. It was commissioned out of somewhere. They tell you all of that over
We went to Cozumel,
the PA.
right?
Yeah, Cozumel. Then we went to Belize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of those places I'd like to go for a longer time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to just do the cruise experience because you just stop, you know what I'm saying, at that port, go out for a few hours and then come back and hope nobody rob you and shit like that.
The struggle. But, bro, this makes me think, right? Which I don't know if we discussed it on the podcast, but with this, we talk about cruising and moving around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with the passport bro culture?
I kind of heard of it, but I can't say I follow it like a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, which I don't either, but do you kind of, the concept of it, or you know?
I just said follow it like a fine-tooth comb. I don't know where I got this shit from.
Hey, I was rocking with it. I was gonna ride with it, bro.
Yeah.
But look, hey, if you follow it like a fine-tooth comb, do you really want to break it down, bro? when you follow the fine-tooth comb, come on. You getting out
say that you getting out. Yeah,
you ain't on it like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
none whatsoever, man.
You got like a wide
I don't know why I even said that.
I feel you, bro. But how do you feel? Is that crazy? Or is it, you know what I mean? Has that always been a thing? Or is there something going on in this new age, this new school culture? That's what new school is trying to figure out. It's been passport bros throughout time, or what?
Yeah, but it's like so many things. You didn't have social media to blow it up. But passport bros is like just going to other places, right? Mm-hmm. And checking out the lifestyle, chasing after the women and shit like that.
Of course.
Yeah. So
and really more specifically, kind
anywhere,
of just traveling to
I think anything would
be
be more exciting than America, unless you come from another place. Otherwise, every place I've ever been, like military and all of that, much more, exciting than America. But for some reason, Americans think, that it's like, especially if you never traveled, that it's like this one place. America's the place, the only place. Mm-hmm. But there's life, people are living just fine. Indeed.
But this passport bro culture, it's like they are traveling specifically just to date women that aren't American.
Yeah.
Just for that reason specifically, not even necessarily. Which, of course, seeing
American women are so advanced, man, and that makes them independent. And it's I mean, I'm sure they see it, whether they don't admit it or not, but it's hard to I mean, when you're a strong person, a man usually does not want a female stronger than him, even in this day and age that he'll say that. Mm-hmm. But
good old ego.
Oh yeah, and so it just lends itself to certain people not being able to marry and have families. Like most of them want to, even though they won't admit that. But nowadays, it's crazy because back in the day, the women didn't have to, see men. If they saw 10 men, they didn't have to ask themselves if at least 3 or 4 of them were gay. You know what I'm saying? Now, when they see 10 men, they even got to question that. Are they straight, first of all? Then at that point, do I, out of those that are eligible, you know what I'm saying? Do I have any of them
baby mamas they got?
Yeah. And the thing about it is nowadays, it ain't just, black people with babies mamas.
It's a culture, like American culture.
Yeah. We started that whole, I guess, little slang idiom or whatever you want to call it. But
we start the worst.
We start the worst and the best shit though.
Yeah.
But the good shit that we start, other people take it and they act like it's theirs and shit. The bad shit they let us keep, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, man, you go every place in the world, man, and if the people are black, especially if they of the younger group, they're imitating Black Americans, man. Everybody everywhere imitates Black Americans, man.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable group of people, man.
That thump in young Black Americans, man. But speaking of something going on in kind of the, I won't say young generation, but young Black Americans, bro, there's some rap beef going on, right?
Rap beef?
Rap beef. Does that even touch in the OG Lee spectrum at all? Like something like that? Do you even hear? Does that even cross into your headlines?
Yeah. Back in the day, it wasn't such a thing. You used to have where you might rap against the other person, but it wasn't to the point where you would if I don't win or get the best of you, if you diss me more and get more likes or views or something, I'm ready to kill you. Not that type, whoa, it ain't that serious. We just trying to make shit rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
The ones I'm referencing, they haven't got physical by any means, but have been heavy kind of, lyrical battles.
That's good publicity if they keep it, keep it 100.
It definitely is, yeah. Which you haven't heard any of them, so I don't know. We might listen.
Who are some of the groups? They still call them groups and shit.
There are some rap groups, but these beefs are just from individuals. Like there's a Quavo, which is a part of the Migos rap group.
Oh, yeah. Didn't one of them get killed or some shit like that?
Right. And Chris Brown is just he referenced that in the song, right? Something like that. Do you think is it something that on a song someone could say that's too far? Like in that instance,
what did he say on the song?
Chris Brown, this is this Quavo kid. Basically just saying that we all wish it was you rather than him, type of deal. Lyrically.
Oh, that's not dissing the person that was dead though. That's just really saying Quavo.
Yeah, I think he even gave him RIP, right? RIP to. Anyway, we might have to listen to it.
Why you got a hard on for Quavo though?
Who, me?
No, you got one too.
No,
the guy you said, Chris Brown.
Yeah,
why you got a hard on for Quavo?
That's a part of, you know what I'm saying? It's like he
I mean, to the point where you tell it, basically you saying you want him dead.
Yeah, it was like,
and so if you got followers, sometimes people have followers that'll do shit based on, you know what I'm saying? That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying about Trump with that January 6th shit.
That's true.
Right? They saying he was the one who incited, he got these people to follow his lead, even though he was hands off. You know what I'm saying? So, Chris Brown.
Are you a boss at that point? Or what are you considering yourself at that point?
A what?
Boss?
Meaning like in Trump's case?
Yeah, in that Trump situation,
He's definitely a boss. He was a president, So he's the boss of something.
But there's been some presidents that got people riding shit for him.
You said they have been?
I don't know any of thus far.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
So I thought, I don't know, it might be a different qualification. What do you consider that once people are ready to do,
Fanatics, man. But the country and the politics is changing, you know what I'm saying? Where make America great again would mean like, hey, white men want more power. You know what I'm saying? And I guess if you white, God bless you or whatever. But that's what make America great again would be. So you see these guys feeling like they're losing power. They're willing to do something, whatever, Radical. Even though I don't think their intent was to go in there and kill nobody or whatever. But you get a whole lot of people together doing dumb shit, mayhem, crazy shit does happen. Yeah. I'm tripping on how they had it all on camera so precise and shit. Because these people, man, that thought they got away with something. And imagine the few that did, like, oh, God damn, I dodged a bullet. You know what I'm saying?
They got video.
Because they got all of these people, man, that thought that they were going for this ride, coming from everywhere on the planes, not even thinking about the everything they were leaving in terms of the investigation and shit like that behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got.
They're not even thinking about none of that. Then before you know it, they did. Wasn't you one of the motherfuckers that was rioting over there?
They got you on an iPad.
Yeah, I know you live in Colorado, motherfuckers. Come on with me. Shit.
For your next flight, they're like,
damn, man, shit.
You're on the no-fly list? Put you into that extra.
And you might have did some prison time shit. They sent some of the motherfuckers to prison. Yeah, man. But at the time they was doing that, I don't think that they thought all that was going to happen. Before you know it, they hauling their asses off to prison, man.
Which, you know what that does right there?
That should bring you to some kind of word of the day or something, man. I saw that smoke.
Of the word of the day.
Word of the day. Which
word
is of the day.
The word of the day is peculiar.
Peculiar.
Have we had that one before?
We haven't had that one.
Is that getting added to the bag, or that's just kind of bringing that one back, kind of shuffling around in your bag?
Hey, that's bringing something back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and
it's been in there,
bringing it kind of up to the front more in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Grab that
shuffle, like bringing it up to the top, because that's one that you could use. And you won't be considered all the way over there using all these old highfalutin words and shit.
You won't give a double take.
Now you can say peculiar. That's peculiar. You know what I'm saying?
What's the definition of that one? Give us the definition of that, man. Don't just drop it on us like that.
Shit, probably like odd, out of the ordinary type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Straight out the definition.
Like you come into a place, smell something. What is that funky smell?
What is that peculiar?
That's peculiar.
Peculiar, strange, or odd, unusual.
Because if you with a black person, especially a black woman, they walk into a place, what is that funky smell?
That lip.
Some devilish shit at that. Shout out Tommy. Some devilish shit at that. You don't know nothing about that.
Which part?
That's that old Richard Pryor shit, man.
I know Richie Rich.
Doing the his Exorcist bit. One day, man, we gotta play some Richard Pryor.
Some classic.
Yeah.
You gotta come with some of that old school, bro.
Man, old school comedians, I think, were better than new school comedians.
You think so? Why is that? Saturation?
No, just it was like different thinking, And nowadays too, you can't say certain things. It's like, back then they got away with a lot more things. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive, man.
I see.
You have to kind of watch, certain things they won't even let go on air now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially if it has to do with anything dealing with the different letters and all of this kind of stuff like that.
The letters, just the wrong. I meant to say the raw, just comedy, huh? Back in the day.
Raw? Yeah. As a matter of fact, that was the name of one of the. Oh, that was Eddie Murphy was Raw. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just natural type of shit that most motherfuckers, because we always played like the dozens or ranking or whatever on the street, so motherfuckers didn't get mad. I mean, sometimes it did and had a little throwdown or whatever, but for the most part, nobody didn't want to, slap the shit out of you or shoot you or stab you and shit like that.
Craziness.
Yeah.
No craziness. You saw.
I wonder if the comedians be packing now. Most of them. What would you say? Maybe 50% of them packing now.
Probably got security. Might pay for security before they pay.
What happened to the security for all those other motherfuckers?
They might not be able to get that security, man.
Or they might not be able to change their material up and shit.
But what I was about to say? Oh, you saw old boy burned himself, and I think the Trump hearing.
Oh, I overheard you saying that, man.
Yeah, is that a thing? Is that becoming like a thing? It's definitely a statement.
That was another barbecue.
I'll give you that.
It wasn't. He burned himself, and he died. Burned himself to death.
I think at that like boom. Right
that was not a brother. I already told you that. I don't think it was a brother. What if it was a brother? Because what was the statement that he was making?
I don't know.
You think a brother would kill himself for something related to Trump? You shouldn't be going. You shouldn't be sending like President Trump to trial for that shit. I'm burning myself.
Or I think they're just trying to like, this is going on right here. Like, y'all, are we watching this? Is anybody looking at this happening right now?
But what on Trump's trial? Are you paying attention to it? I think I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know what the trial is about? The trial is about him paying hush money or something like that to this. I guess she was a hooker. And concealing that somehow on one of the maybe income tax or election shit or whatever. It's bullshit though, man. Mm-hmm. You know, to me, anything have to do with women and sex, especially if it starts getting 20 years old, 30 years. Come on, man. It's because, you know, sex just is so convoluted with that. You know, sometimes yes, sometimes no. He said this, she said that. Because you see her with him plenty of times. So it's not like there was no rape involved or whatever. Whether or not there was money involved, if she's smart, I hope there was money involved. It's a millionaire. I'm giving him some pussy. I hope there's money involved. You know what I'm saying? What I look like being broke and he's a fucking millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping, you know, so. You better get your money, girl. You know, so this shit with the whole thing, I don't know. I think just let the guy run for president. If he doesn't win, bring the charges on him if there are any more. Otherwise,
no Trump, no Biden.
Clear it out. Don't have the trials to it. I don't know. I guess if he would win the presidency, he probably never would have the trials because he would stop all of that shit. Stop all that investigating me. What the fuck? I'm the president. Stop that shit now.
Cosby, my boy.
Oh man, I could hear I just heard a conspiracy about Bill Cosby again today or yesterday, whenever it was.
What's the deal? What that deal?
Saying that you know, he basically was innocent. It wasn't until he started he was talking about something major, like it wasn't buying a network this time, but it was something like of that magnitude. Mm-hmm. And so he got a bunch of people you know, that was on his bad side, kind of, and they was comparing it like they said now it's Puffy because he brought the liquor lawsuit or whatever it is. I don't know, but with Bill Cosby, the same thing. Don't bring me somebody 20 years ago and saying I did something to him, especially once they done lost that youthful look. You know what I'm saying? For a motherfucker to be like, nah, Bill, nah. Her? I know you didn't. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Please. Man, at least bring it in the same decade and shit like that to make it be like, yeah, I can see Bill chasing that.
There was no initial charge, so there's
no statute of limitations and shit. But even still, after 20 years, and again, I don't know the whole psychology thing of it, why he didn't come forth, you waited and all this, whatever. But anyway, man, after 20 years, somebody coming forth and saying this and that and whatever. Like, come on, man. Come on.
That would hurt. But, I don't know. If you did it, you did it, they say.
But if he did it, man, that's some crazy shit, though. He's like, yo, being on the down low, dropping rupees on people and shit. But, man, if he did that, man, they had to know that. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it got around enough to where when you was going with him, you knew something. You know what I'm saying? Please, man. Just like, you know, the thing that I'm tripping on now, man, Cosby, is these rappers, like once they start saying, okay, like, you know, Puffy was down with gay type shit. Then they showed him with the cop on one of those shows, right?
Carl Winslow.
Yeah, right? No, so it started making me start saying like, yo, these people that you see kind of, they in it and made it and all, damn, you start ask the question, what did they have to do? Damn, was they a part of this whole shit? Because they keep saying everybody's got to give up some butt or whatever.
Oh, Winslow, bro. Diddy's got a weird type, I think.
Hey.
TD Jakes, Carl Winslow.
I'm just saying, yes, he like fat black men. Oh, yo.
They were saying big.
Hey, you be seeing how they be on the sisters, right? Yo, I like them big, thick ones. That's puffy.
They were saying, I saw Whack 100. I don't know. Do you know Whack 100?
I know who he is, yeah.
He was saying Biggie might have been on the
Man,
that's disrespectful, right? That's disrespectful.
We going
you
too
just
far
said the fat
now.
black thing. That really
Biggie voice was too
mind.
deep, man.
Came to my mind.
Too deep, man. Wax said that for real?
He did say something.
That's going back, man. That's going back.
Yeah, he might have been going for a little clout one, but I don't know.
That's going
that is deep, bro.
But it kills me, all the different things that come up after somebody's gone, man. Like every motherfucker knew Tupac and shit. And it was like a real intimate way they knew him and shit like that. But yeah, it's not like a motherfucker dying having a whole bunch of friends.
Nothing like it, bro. Speaking of Tupac, bro, we got the footage we can pull up on him. OG Lee sent me some footage.
You know why? Now, man, you're looking at that like right there gives some credence to the conspiracy that they was talking about, man. Mm-hmm. Tupac was like a, somebody that a lot of people follow. So if he kept talking like that, you know what I'm saying? He's a threat to the industry. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to keep putting out that bullshit music. Tupac was about putting out some real shit. He was real.
Prolific type shit. Hey, let's check that out. It's OG Lee. UNDE. Old school, new school. You know what it is. You know who it is. Let Pop talk to us on the way out, bruh. We out.
I said, okay, cool. Fire me from this $100,000 movie. Because I ain't gonna play no gangbanger who's a Muslim. There ain't no such thing. I refuse to play parts that don't exist. I will be a young nigga, but I will be a real young nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make me different than all these niggas that's taking parts.